All right, number 19 says if you have Mr. Mann, Mr. Bill Mann, as your principal, then you are in the Vestavia Hills City School System. And so for all of y'all that are currently watching this video, if you currently attend the freshman campus, you have Mr. Mann as your principal, then you are in the Vestavia Hills City School System. That is going to be true. That is going to be true. We're assuming that there are no other principals named Mr. Mann at the Vestavia Hills freshman campus. So what is our converse, though? Our converse is going to be if yellow, so I would say if you are in the VHCS, Vestavia Hills City Schools System, sorry y'all, I'm being lazy, then you have Mr. Mann as your principal. Mr. Mann as your principal. All right, so we did if yellow, then blue. So if P, then Q is our conditional. If Q, then P is our converse. And so if you're in the VHCS system, you don't necessarily just have to have Mr. Mann as your principal. Many of you came from Pizitz, and many of you came from Liberty Park. You might have had Dr. Navident last year. You might have had Dr. Huntsberger last year. Both fabulous principals. Dr. Mann is also going to be a fabulous principal, and he is a fabulous principal. But just because you're in the system doesn't mean you have him. You only have him for your 1 year, unfortunately, while you're at the freshman campus. You only get him for 1 year. And so all of the other years, you're going to have somebody else. So that is false. And so here's what that means. That means that there's going to be no biconditional that exist. What is a counter example? We could have many people, but one day y'all will go to the main campus and you'll have Dr. Inavenant. She is fabulous. Y'all had her at Liberty Park, and she has changed to our main campus. And so let me make sure I'm spelling her name right. Inabinet. All right. So the next section says, given P is birds sing and Q is the sun is out, write the following conditional statements and identify them as the conditional, converse, inverse, or contrapositive. Okay? So what is if P then Q? That is going to be our conditional statement. Okay? Using what they gave us. So they gave us birds sing as our P, the sun is out as our Q. We tried to keep this short for y'all. Statements. If birds sing, if blue, if birds sing, then the sun is out. If blue, then yellow. So here's our if. Here is our blue. If birds sing, then the sun is out. It doesn't ask you to say if those are true or false. It just wants you to identify the statement and then write it. Okay? What is not P, then not Q? That is going to be our inverse. That's our inverse of the statement. So it's going to be if not yellow, then not blue. So if birds do not sing, so if not blue, then not yellow, then the sun is not out. So if, there's our then, if not blue, then not yellow. All right. Now we're going to do if Q then P. We know that that is going to be our converse. So in colors, that's going to be if yellow then blue. So if the sun is out, the sun is out. If yellow, then blue, birds sing. I feel like we are in Cinderella here. Sun is out, birds sing. All right, and then not Q, then not P. That is going to be our contrapositive. It's got the most letters in it. It's got the most things you have to do. You switch them and you flip them. So we're going to go if not yellow, then not blue. So if the sun is not out, then birds do not sing. Okay, so if not yellow, then not blue. And so that's just being able to look at a statement, identify what it is, and then writing that accordingly. All right, let's do that one more time. If Bob walks is our hypothesis, and dogs play is our conclusion, identify them as converse, inverse, contrapositive, or the conditional. So if Bob doesn't walk, so that's going to be not blue. Bob doesn't walk, so I'm going to go not P. Then dogs don't play. That's going to be not Q. So what statement is not P and not Q? We know that that is going to be our inverse. That is inverted mode, our inverse. Okay? If dogs don't play, not yellow, so not Q, then Bob doesn't walk. That's going to be not P. That is going to be our contrapositive. Contrapositive. If dogs play, so if yellow, which is Q, then Bob walks, that's our P. That is going to be our converse. Remember, it's like shoes, you just switch them. So our last one is going to be if Bob walks, if blue, then dogs play, that's Q, that's yellow. That is going to be our conditional statement. So that's our OG, our conditional statement. Because Bob walks is P, dogs play is Q. I will make a new video for the last section.